Hello everyone and welcome back to another video game review of the best boys Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And this time around we're reviewing indie cyberpunk RPG Jack Move. Scott, take it away. Let them know what Jack Move is all about.
Jack Move is a little gritty cyberpunk story that's done in a JRPG setting. It is developed by So Romantic and it's published by Hype Train Digital. We received a review key from Hype Train Digital, so thank you very much.
And we really appreciate that. And if you guys really enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell as well, be notified next time we go live content, and check out our YouTube page. We have various reviews, trailer reactions, and other video game content you may be interested in. So with that out the way, let's talk about Jack Move. And the first thing I want to talk about is the graphics and the aesthetics. Let's be honest, this game is gorgeous on multiple levels. The sprite art is just good. The setting is great. Scott, give some compliments because if I go on, this video will never end.
But my favorite thing actually is the battle screens too. It's super like simple in the sense that you can understand everything going on, but I also just like the little like grid system it has going in the battle screens. I really enjoy the animations it has and the way that they utilize the newer and the like bigger moves, which are specifically known as the Jack moves. They have all really good animations for them.
Yeah, and they say Jack Move in the game, so therefore there's no way to like miscue where they said it, you know?
You never don't know what you're playing because it says Jack move all the time.
Exactly. But yeah, the grid lines in the battle looks really good. It reminds me of Phantasy Star 2, the battle system, where everything's like a blue grid and you attack the enemies and do stuff. There's tons and tons of backdrop in the the areas you fight. You'll see like an office, the slums, the back. It's really good. It's like this game just looks appealing on multiple levels, and its aesthetic of the cyberpunk kind of universe just works too. I mean,
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, the only thing we say about it is it's a 5, easiest 5 of my life.
It's a 5. Easiest 5, yeah.
Easiest 5, yeah. And we're gonna talk about the next best thing about this game is the audio and sound effects. Okay, all the songs in this series this game is a banger. Can't say series because it's not,
Not yet.
Not yet. Jack Move 2 soon, you know.
Jack move boogaloo.
Jack Move the Boogaloo. The end of the game, you do electric slide boogie, and actually, if the electric slide was a Jack Move, I would actually give this game 10 stars, no questions asked.
We don't even have 10 stars. We only do 5, but yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, we mean this. The music sounds good. The sound effects are really good. Like how the attacks sound like they hit. It does fit everything this game is doing, being within a cyberpunk science fiction universe.
It fits extremely well. Not just the background music, but like the little sound effects and the special little, I guess, the small things that this does with the sound, with the animation sounds, with like even like the like circle sounds of the Jack move and like someone goes into the circle. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, the wormhole one. Yeah.
Yeah, the wormhole.
Yeah, you know the only thing I would wish it would do is like to make it better. It's like every time you hit the wormhole one or something, they actually put the sound effect from JoJo Part 3, like the world. That'd be great. Yeah. It is me, Dio. That would be great. But honestly, it sounds great. The look just makes it better. It's just like, and the fact is like when you do a Jack move, right? It really does, like, you hear the sound like your character actually being distorted into like the cyberspace. You just punch a dude. It just sounds great.
I love how hacking people is just punching them in their cyber face.
Yeah, exactly.
I would do hacking a lot more if that's what required.
Yeah. Well, you can't be watching these buff hackers just walking down the street, bump, bump, little stuff though. But honestly, Scott, another easy 5 right there, right?
Yeah, this is an easy 5.
It's like
I can't find anything wrong. The only thing I could say is that there could be voice acting, but I'm not going to hold it against them because the sound just sounds amazing otherwise.
Yeah, and the characters are emoted pretty well in the graphics and aesthetics where they have cutscenes. You can see like on their character model, like they emote, so it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
And now we got to get to the meat potatoes. The whole thing of Jack Move. We got to talk about the gameplay. All right, deep breaths. Let's get into this. All right, so the gameplay. There's a lot. All right, so let's get that out of the way. And because it's an RPG, it's turn-based. You play Noah, you only play Noah, so that's a thing there. We'll get more to that later. There are three things you have to worry about for resources. You have HP, DP, or MP if you want to be a little lazy about it, and Jack Move Meter, which builds off hitting and taking hits. So, and then when you build Jack Move Meter, you can do Zawaldo, right, Scott?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Pretty much. So as I said earlier, you can only play Noah. Why is this bad? See, Jack Move has a lot of interesting mechanics that you can do in this game. Multiple attacks and multiple strategies you can do. But, Scott, take it away. What's the problem with that?
So I was just actually thinking this earlier, but the ironic part of the problem of this game, of Noah has to be a jack of all trades. She's in the game Jack Move as a jack of all trades. But what that means is that this game gives you a lot of variety in terms of customizing your character. But the problem of being a jack of all trades means you can basically only customize yourself for two main things: HP and damage. If you try to customize yourself in any other way, you don't do nearly enough damage, or you just die super fast.
Correct.
Because you are by yourself fighting 2 to 3 enemies at a time. You have very few solo fights in this game. It's always 2 to 3.
And what makes it interesting, if you want to get more turns outside of killing the enemy in the proper order, you could block or cachet, and then you could get an extra turn. But by doing that, in some instances, you're not surviving. It just feels like you're just grinding meat potatoes into a thing. And what makes it also unfun is that there's no way to explore. We found, playing the game, the best builds are just damage and jack move type of builds. That's it. I was unable to explore other type of abilities, such as taking enemies' resistance away, so I can hit them with certain abilities. Because in this game, there are 3 type of abilities, and I'll call them by color: magenta, green, and blue. Like wetware, cyberware, and spyware. If I get them wrong, don't worry about it. You can refer by color. And each of them has a rock paper scissors weakness. If I wanted to build Noah to pure cyberware build, because I have a bunch of cyber spells, well, because as Scott pointed out, I'm fighting multiple enemies, I will get trounced by other types. My winnings go down because it's only me. And because you don't have a secondary character to offset or build around with all its customization, it doesn't really feel as inviting to customization as you would think. It's like going to a buffet and what you could only really eat is the rice.
Yeah, it's sad that way, especially because we learned early on that one of the best ways to get you basically have to just get a lot of abilities. So we got a lot of RAM super early on in the game just so we could utilize a lot of abilities all at once.
Right. Another mechanic that's a bit troubling in the game is that so your cyber abilities can level up in use, and when you hit the max level of those cyber abilities, nothing happens.
Yeah, any kind of like added like strength or even like basically is almost minimal too. So getting to like level 4 when you max out your abilities, it still only feels a little bit stronger than when it did before. So it doesn't actually feel that satisfying to max them out.
Yeah, it's not like you retain the ability or gain the ability to fuse it, or in some instances you can convert it to a different type of thing. Nothing really happens. So it just feels like, we joked about this, a number that just goes up.
It really is. It's just a number. This is just an Excel spreadsheet.
Exactly. One way we thought of how to improve this, maybe in a sequel or in a DLC version of this game, because the game has a lot of has a lot of like potential, that maybe there was a quest you could play with Noah and Ryder, not even as a permanent party member. You could have them temporary, like in Kingdom Hearts. In Kingdom Hearts, you have temporary party members. Is that correct?
Yes, you do. You have Riku sometimes join you in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, and then he betrays you for for his not girlfriend. Dude, Kyrie's not dating you, okay?
And then he betrays that too for the evil girlfriend of Maleficent for whatever reason. But you know what?
Hey, look, he just wants a dommy mommy. Let's just look. He's at an age where he's like, I want an older woman, but I want a dommy mommy. So he just joins Maleficent. I understand that pain, but I don't think it was a good idea. He should have just chose the best girl, Piglet. Just kidding. Oh god. Random tangent though. Hundred Acre Woods in every Kingdom Hearts game, it always brings me to tears, unironically.
They do some solid story building in those games with
Yeah,
100 Acre Woods, I should say.
yeah. But on back to the thing at hand, it's like so an idea of having temporary character to join you will let you have offset and mess with customization things, like having Ryder for a couple of missions, like when you jack into the cyber world, or let you use I'm part of his name, Uncle June, Guin. So I just say Uncle G. Having Uncle G for that mission where you go to the scrapyard been interesting, but because of that, of all these things I can do, I'm just kind of forced to be in this position of as the two builds that we found successful that mostly work is damage and jack move build.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that aspect, and I think that's what brings down the gameplay a lot. Is
Yeah,
that you don't have a lot of options. But I do agree that I think having Ryder in some capacity, like even if you just have him in the cyber world, would be a great addition to this game. Having the ability to customize Ryder being like maybe he's just a buffer or debuffer, and you can have Noah just being there as the damage dealer because you already have her as a damage dealer anyway.
exactly. Or in some instances that he has a specialty in a different type of like hardware, so you can kind of build around to make his abilities be good. You could be the sport guy, you know.
Yeah, it'd be great if they like added more. And I think that's the biggest problem in this game is it just needs to add more. It's not even the content wise, just needs to add more to its concept. Because
Yeah,
overall, I think it has a great concept, it has a great idea, and it has a great system. It just doesn't let you actually experiment in the system it gives you.
100%. And with that and the thing is like, oh, you guys are a little too harsh about it. Even, and you could say, oh, the game is short. It is short, but once you hit that wall, we found that within, I would say, the second/third act, that wall got pretty blatant what it was.
Yeah.
So with that, we have to give this the gameplay of it a solid 3. It's functional, but it's deceptive. It's functional, but a lot of the things can be fixed. And the deception of you have this buffet isn't real because there's only one meal on that buffet you can eat, maybe two.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a 3.
Mm-hmm. And now we're going to continue with the final
Final
score.
thoughts.
Our final thoughts. The final score of the game. We're not giving this game a 0 because that would be pretty mean. There's only one game that deserves a 0, and that's Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's look. Kingdom Hearts took a long portion of my life. I'm an adult man now. I can't believe I'm here. All right.
How dare you have the same writing to Kingdom Hearts 2, but, not aged for my specific age.
Yeah. How dare you not appeal to the older 40 demographic in the wheelchair eating bonbons?
We've been waiting for 20 years for this.
Exactly. But no, the real final score I give to this game is we gotta break it down. The graphics and aesthetics, solid. These are the strongest, one of the best looking games out there I've seen in a long time. The audio and sound effects, banger. Just works. And the gameplay is a little on the weaker side, even though it's a short game.
Sadly.
So I feel like a 5, and a 3 makes a 3 to me. I think it's a game that you should definitely give a look at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say a 3.
yeah. It's something to look into. It's a good game for what it does. It's something I would recommend picking up maybe on a sale, or maybe if you have nothing else on your plate to play. There's a lot you can enjoy in this game. This game has a lot of things going for it, and definitely for So Romantic, it's a good step forward for them for their next project they work on, because there's a lot of potential in this genre and the games they can make with this.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do have more with this later on because it was a solid entry.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to anything else they produce. And with that, Scott, take it away.
So, looks like our final score for this game will be Jack Move is a 3 out of 5. And we are very excited to have been able to play it. We're once again thanking Hype Train Digital for giving us a review key. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because if you don't, then you won't be able to see our other reviews that you can then tear us down for.
That's oh geez, yeah. Wait till you take your Neptunia reviews in. Oh
Don't
no.
you ruin my Neptunia.
Yeah, but all seriousness, thank you guys for checking out the video. As Scott says, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let us know what you think about the game. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.